Told you 100 times, yeah, do that. Yeah, do that. Shorty down, yeah, do that. Exercise, yeah, do that. Work them thighs, yeah, push, work them thighs, yeah. You don't need them fries, yeah. Recognize, yeah, I told you 100 times, yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Young Ange. I am here today with a reaction video to WestWorld Season 2, Episode 4. I am super excited to do this episode as well. What happened last episode? Last episode, we had Dolores and Bernard. They find up again. Dolores' father is malfunctioning just because I believe he's been tortured a lot, as well as he seems like he's been going out of his loop. And then yeah, so we didn't, I don't believe we saw William last episode. We know that he's definitely trying to collect an army himself. So it's kind of be like we saw it was Dolores's army versus the the humans, and it looked like it's an interesting fight, because you know what the hosts are doing, or you know what they're kind of what they're trying to do. In that scene, I was definitely kind of cheering on Dolores and those guys, but you see it's interesting. You just kind of see the firepower, the difference in firepower, essentially, because it was not easy for them and they lost a lot of men. But we did see at the end of it that Dolores is, she's willing to sacrifice who she deems not worthy, or not fit to even make it to the next world, which is interesting, because I guess based off some of these characters in WestWorld, some of them, Dolores was more along the lines of the innocent girl who falls in love, or she had a very positive storyline to her, whereas you have a lot of other cowboys who is all right, we're supposed to shoot a couple, shoot up everybody, break inside these bars, rape these people, kill these people, harm these people. So I think it's more along the lines where she has that mindset that everybody else, if they're going to do that, they're bad, but if she does it, it's for a greater purpose and to help them out of WestWorld, because she wants to claim WestWorld, and I believe she wants to go out into the real world. And I'm not sure if she just wants to kill all of them in the real world. She might have said so, but I'm not sure if that's it yet. We saw Maeve and them were able to escape the Indians, and she was with Hector. Yeah, Maeve is attempting to be on her way to her daughter, so we're gonna see what's happening there. Hopefully she does find her. And what else? I think that covers almost most of it for what happened in the last episode. So let's jump into this episode here. And if you haven't done so already, I'm not sure if I already said it, but please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about my other reaction videos. Please check those out if you haven't done so. Please subscribe to my Patreon. I'm a young up and coming artist, and I would love any support that you guys are willing to make. And what I can provide, what you can provide for, not how you guys can help and contribute to me. I'll definitely will always recognize it and make sure that I can pay it back pay it forward in the future. So yeah, and please check out my other reaction videos. So this is for WestWorld. So we also have Atlanta, which I did which I spoke heavily on, which I think is a great episode, and I spoke and touched on police brutality, which is super serious right now. All Black Lives Matter, and I definitely 100% agree and with the movement, and I had spoke on that briefly in the last video, but I will also add in the petitions and a couple of things donation places you guys can put inside the description. So please, if nothing more than like, comment, subscribe, whatever, if you guys can do that, I 100% wish you guys did that a little bit, did that more. Sending out love to everybody. Just jump inside this episode. All right.
If you aim to cheat the juggle, you want an offering. So, when can I get out of here?
Soon. The observation period is almost over, and the last step is a baseline interview. Okay? It's a conversation that'll give them something to refer back to.
All right, well, let's get on with it.
This is the interview. The thinking is it should be conducted by someone that's familiar to you, a friendly face. It's about capturing your frame of mind, your mood, your sense of humor.
I own a biotechnology company, and I'm dying of a disease whose research I defunded 15 years ago. I think my sense of humor is fucking intact. Of these questions.
Like I said, they're just trying to establish a baseline.
For what?
Fidelity.
So what's the idea? That afterwards you and I have the exact same conversation? It seems a little far-fetched, doesn't it, William?
I'm lost. Oh. Oh, they're nailing. Wow, that's crazy. So are those the real? Is that the host doing that to real people? She just still.
Hello? Who's there?
Is that ketchup? Oh. Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me? Stay the hell away from me.
You're okay.
Don't move.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Too late for that, asshole. You choked me out. You left me here with a bunch of fucking protein bars and a bucket.
It wasn't me. It was Floyd. He forced me.
Oh, he forced you?
Now the hosts are free. With no constraints. No safeguards.
What are you talking about?
Please. Please.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Please. Please. Elsie. Please. Please.
Hey?
Elsie. Please.
You rotated out. Where did you go when you rotated out? You have a family. You have an ex-wife. You have a backstory.
Yeah. He has to be there for a reason. Yeah, I knew it had to be Ford that Ford had did that to Clementine, but Clementine is gonna follow Dolores.
What the hell is that? Where does that go, Bernard?
How long was she there for?
I don't know.
What the hell were they doing here?
I think they were watching the guests.
What was involved with the guests? Alright. Cortical fluid, okay? Bernard, did you have something to do with this project?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Is Ford in control of you now?
The Grand Reserva, only for our most distinguished guest.
Hey. Haven't even shot anybody yet. What's your problem?
You harbor even the faintest ambition of using that thing, and I'll turn that pretty face of yours inside out.
He wants to go against Dolores.
Someone took a chunk out of you boys. What happened to the rest of you?
Double-crossed by some bitch named Floyd.
Good for her.
On your feet.
Point is, you think she wanted to watch you gun down in front of her?
Probably.
I'm not gonna fucking die here. We just need to get the weapons.
You know names.
And I know the way.
Go check the graveyard.
So, what's the idea? That afterwards you have the exact same conversation?
I knew that.
Seems a little far-fetched, doesn't it, William?
It did. At first.
And then is this him seeing the fact? Yeah.
I didn't recover.
I'm afraid not.
He died.
How long did it mean?
7 years. Give or take.
I take it that last part isn't an option.
I'm afraid not.
What did her in?
It's a stroke. Juliet had her buried in the family plot.
Juliet.
Come back tomorrow.
Good. Who?
Yeah. It's good to have you back, Jim. Same problems as before.
Made it to day 7 this time, so that's progress. Would you like to go ahead and terminate, sir?
Go ahead.
Damn. That's the game. Yeah, you're definitely dead.
You live only as long as the last person who remembers you.
What just happened there?
Should be feeling a bit more like yourself.
Thank you.
I still don't trust you. But I also figure I might need your help. Whoever did this really didn't want us accessing whatever's on this processor. It's an entirely different OS than their systems. A language I've never seen.
I've seen this kind of encryption scheme before.
Where? So, when you're experiencing one, you have no idea whether it comes before or after the others.
I don't know, but I think I know what they were doing here. They weren't building hosts. Not exactly.
What were they building here if not hosts?
Same hardware. The code is different. The language, not code at all. Not really.
At least close that door.
Elsie. Don't.
Whatever they're making here, it's behind this door.
Maybe we don't want to know.
We have to see what's inside.
Why?
Elsie. I'm not here with you, am I?
It's a memory. Oh,
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember what we found here. It wasn't hosts they were making. Elsie, don't!
If you wanted this Nitro, you didn't have to steal it. Open up. No?
trying to figure out where Bernard is. Who is he with right now? I don't know.
I've known men like you. All the death makes you agitated. Don't worry. Me and Dad, we go way back. Amigo of mine. I died just recently, in fact. But Dad can't bear to lay claim on me. So it sent me nice and slow. You hear?
Steamed by his wife.
You think death favors you? You know death. But you don't.
Is that so?
You didn't recognize him sitting across from you this whole time.
Open up.
Don't worry, amigo. I'm here now. Watching over you.
He wants to destroy the whole world.
I believe he said this was yours.
That's wild. William on his oh shit.
Who the fuck are you? Been a long time, Jim. Good to see you again.
So, how long has it been?
Longer than we thought.
So then let's get me the fuck out of here.
No, I don't think so.
What? I'm as fit as a fit. I'm as...
You're feeling it more, aren't you? The engineers call it a cognitive plateau. Your mind is stable for a few hours, a few days, and then starts to fall apart. Every time. At first we thought it was your mind projecting the new body. Like an organ. It's not a perfect match, but it's more like your mind rejects reality. Rejects itself.
I don't remember any prior act.
Another year or two, they might crack it. Get a version of you that's viable long term.
But the thing is,
I'm not so sure anymore. I'm beginning to think that this whole enterprise was a mistake. People aren't meant to live forever. And take you, for example. Ruthless philanderer with no... In truth, everyone prefers the memory of you to the man himself.
Want me to stay here forever with you? Enjoying running my company, Bill? Living in my house? Fucking my daughter?
Juliet's dead. She killed herself.
Why would you? Why would you do that? What did you? Why did you do that? Huh? Why did you?
World is better off without you, Jim. Possibly without me.
Logan! Logan!
Logan overdosed years ago. Couldn't face reality either. Your wife's gone, Juliet's gone. No one's coming to help me.
I feel like he gonna lose it.
Took me a long time to learn this. But some men are better off dead.
we should terminate, sir. Sir, leave him. Might be useful to observe his degradation over the next few days.
That's who's in there.
Elsie.
Someone's in there.
149. Yeah. Turn. The light ain't working. That.
Hello?
Ha! He's on the bike. I wasn't even taking.
I'm all the way down now. Shall I see what I see.
Stay away.
They said there were two fathers. One above, one below. They lied. I was only ever the devil. Where'd you look up from the water? It was just this reflection. You aim to shoot the devil. You owe him at least an offering.
Save the bullets. I'll put him out of his misery.
Jeez.
Tell me that was a host and not a human.
I think it was both. That person was James Delos.
I thought he died years ago.
He did.
So they printed his body. Then they copied his developed mind onto a control unit like our hosts.
By the looks of it, unsuccessfully.
So he's
But I think they intend to keep trying.
Fuck that. They're gonna get us all killed so some asshole can live forever?
But since Ford died, that's all changed. For the first time, I get to decide who I want to be. Please,
yep.
give me that chance.
Fuck it. I always trusted Code more than people anyway. You gotta promise me one thing. No more lies. Okay? And you'll never hurt me again.
So it ain't a memory. It can't be a memory. It can't. Wait, so that guy got out? And then he went back and rode his bike. Cool. Off this map. Oh. Had a feeling too. That's dope. That's a crazy transition.
Everything okay?
yes.
I always thought she's super pretty, but she's crying every time I've seen her.
He said we need some men.
I might not remember, but I know who you are, William. One good deed doesn't change that.
Who said anything about a good deed? You wanted me to play your game. I'm gonna play it to the bone.
And you still don't understand the real game we're playing here. If you're looking forward, you're looking in the wrong direction.
They're riding out. I say they're the real cowboys out of everybody. It's the granddaughter.
Hi, Dad.
It's the daughter. Knew it. Or the guy's granddaughter, so yeah. See? I said from the jump, from the beginning of the episode, I said something, right? Alright guys, that was not too much commentary from me this episode, but a lot of William and a little bit of his background story. So we saw his relationship with that other cowboy and like the guy who has like the family and his wife, and William essentially is, I believe, again looking for that weapon, and he's going ahead and saying like, I'm sticking to that game. And we got introduced to this lady at the beginning of the episode, and we got introduced to her at the beginning of last episode, and we saw her again in the beginning of this episode, and it turns out it's actually William's daughter, which I had a feeling, just because her interest in the game, as well as her willingness to stay alive and make sure that she wasn't, or how she kind of just wanted to stay in the game. So what else we discovered from him? Him and Jim Delos, he was the initial person who invested in WestWorld. So he was William's father-in-law, that girl's grandfather. He was sick, he died, and I think so, based off of my understanding, I feel as if it was either that he was just meant more to them, more to William obviously, so he kept him separately, or it was along the lines of he's the very, very first host. No, so because there's Dolores. I don't know. It has to be something along those lines. Like either like, one of the first hosts. Excuse me. And so that's why he was inside that cage, and that's why he's the one they kept on experimenting on. And essentially it's like, since he's the first one, or whatever the case may be, they want to perfect him, or William wanted him to be perfected, but they went on to so many other hosts, so many other programs, and just whatever the case may be for him specifically, he just keeps on malfunctioning. We saw they got to unit 149, and then after that he lost all control, because just like Dolores in a sense, because he got the emotional aspect into it. He can reply and he can process things to a certain extent until he starts malfunctioning, and I think it's like that little that little bit of overboard with like, oh, like, you know, my daughter's dead and etc., etc., like that's really pushes him over the board. So that's why he went crazy, and he's been cycling there for years. But what else we had going on? Yeah, we didn't see too much of Dolores. Bernard. So we saw that Elise is still alive, and essentially, the Dr. Ford, he had Bernard put her over there, to protect her in a sense. I think it's because he knew what he was going to do. He didn't want her to die. He knew that it was going to affect Bernard, so he essentially set it up so she was going to be the one to be able to fix him, because no other person could do it. And like they admitted that she was catching on to what was going on, so I think it's like full circle essentially. But not they had a big discovery. It's really confusing because you keep on seeing Bernard going back and forth, and you're not sure which memory is he like, he has a point, like, is he in the present, or is he in the past? Because that one scene where he was talking to her at the door, and I did not catch on to that. I didn't realize that's what was going on there. When he caught on to the door, when she was at the door trying to, like, before she shot it, he's yelling at her and she wasn't like taking it in or anything. So, and it turns out that he was kind of backflashing, and I knew he killed like one of those doctors for sure, if not all of them. But the real question is, what is it that he found, or what was it, the thing that he was looking at, that thing that he lifted up? I'm not sure. It's for a different type of host, apparently. I don't know. It's that's kind of confusing there. But anyways, it was a great episode. I look forward to the next one. Let me know what you guys thought. But like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of the show so far. If you haven't seen it, if you are following along, let me know what your thoughts of the show are so far. Please follow me on my Patreon. Please, I'm going to be adding in the description below, places that you guys can follow. Sign petitions. Make the donations, etc., etc., etc. Support Black businesses. All Black Lives Matter. Just peace and love to the world all together. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. Please check out my songs and let me know what you guys think. And it's your boy Young Ange. I'm heading out. Easy.